Hello and welcome to another session of the Balanced Trader. I'm just going to quickly run through again what's happened overnight. We've had an overnight gap to the close. We marched on high. We tested the prior Friday's high. We came back to the midpoint and then we marched on higher to the singles marker that we left. So we left some poor structure from last Wednesday's profile, and at 55, which we expected to be tested, and there we found some sellers. We rated back down where we saw the European session trickling lower. European session closed its opening gap and then started trading well into the prior day's range, which gave me an inkling that maybe this is a little bit weaker than I thought. Because obviously we had a strong impulse higher from the opening gap in the US session on Sunday, which I tried to trade. All my trades are listed in my notes, and if you want to learn about trading, you're very welcome to follow the links in my YouTube video that goes straight to my Evernote page, which will just outline my trading, my thinking, my brief one-line analysis of what's going on, and you'd be hopefully anyone out there who hasn't traded on a professional floor, this is the kind of stuff that we do. It's imperative that you do this kind of stuff. You plan your day well in advance. Your trade, the trades that I took this morning and last night, they were all planned from Saturday morning. So anyway, you can go through all the trades that I took. I took one small loser for 1.5 ticks. And a couple of winners. One wasn't perfect. I explained why. The second one was pretty decent. So 3 trades, one decent one okay one, and one small tiny loser. That was valid, and I got stopped at a high, which would have given me a fantastic reward had it not stopped me out for the tick. But that's the way it goes, so you have to accept that. So just quickly rushing into the plan. I haven't done a plan for this morning, so I'm going to quickly just call it out. I did a weekly review last week. I found that streaming and trading was a little bit difficult for me. Talking live when I'm trying to think on my feet is harder than I thought it would be. Typing things away is a little bit more relaxing because it's something that I do, even though I'm normally on my notepad, but I'm going to try and do it, and hopefully I'll get better at it. So please bear with me. I will make this as good as I possibly can, but it will be a process like anything, and I will try to improve it. So I'm going to quickly just explain. Look, my plan and my trading ideas were all set out on my debrief on, I think it was Saturday, was it Sunday? Sunday, yesterday. But basically, these were the areas that I was looking at trading. You can see they've got singles markers there. We've got the Thursday highs that were intact. We had an opening gap. We gapped quite far. I expected some kind of resistance here if the buyers were weak, and indeed we got some selling there. But it wasn't weak enough to not retest it. We retested it. We went up to the singles marker, and then we fell back down. And then basically what we've got is this. These are all my notes from the weekend, and this is my debrief from Friday. If you're not used to what you're seeing here, these are all my notes. I include my prior week's notes. This is my weekly analysis where I expect things to change. Buyers need to hold above this level, shorts need to hold below this level. So basically we're going to be trading in this cave here until something changes. That is my expectation, but I'm not going to go over that now. You should have watched my Sunday feed, and if you haven't watched it, you should go and have a look at it now. You might learn something, or you might be able to tell me that it's rubbish and I can improve it. So either way, someone's going to learn something from it. Anyway, just quickly going back to today. So that was my, these were all the levels that I was looking at into the session. I had no idea what was going to happen, but seeing this opening gap, I thought I'd take a little trade here. And what we ended up with this very balanced, Gaussian profile, where we're just, trading from one side of balance to the other side of balance. And so in this case, balance rules apply. And I did do a little brief outline for you guys. What are balance rules? Let me just try and make this big. Can I make it big? I don't know if you can see that. Is that clear? Maybe it's a bit too small. Let me try. I think I'm going to mess up the editing. Not the editing, the... too big. Sorry, this wasn't planned. I just thought now I might as well just throw this to you quickly. I will be doing a little webinar about my rules and what I trade and how I trade. But these are basically my balancing rules. These are basically how I trade. I stick to these rules. Have a look at them. Take them notes. Whatever. I will do a little web stream about them. But these are the rules I've been trading and applying to my trading this morning. So I'm looking for balance, and that's what I've done. And we've got this little island gap higher. We might attempt to try and close the gap on the open. If it doesn't happen first hour's trading, I expect it to hold and for us to remain in a slight bullish mode and test above 55s, going up to the levels that I've marked out already. So basically, I would like to see the gap close within the first hour. If it doesn't close, I am looking for probable longs, because I know that there is a probabilistic there is a less probabilistic chance of the gap closing if it doesn't close within the first hour. It might close at the close, but it will not close after the first hour. There's a lower probability of it closing after the first hour passes. So that's the way I am thinking. There's a good possibility that we will make it down to the mid, but we are now trading back inside the range. We are just below the opening high, Friday's high at 38 at the moment. We've got 20 minutes to the open. So what might happen? Yeah, I want to see a break of these poor overnight highs at 55, and then that will give you some confidence to try and look for longs. We've got some poor structure up here to repair. It's not going to be very nice. This whole thing, I think, is going to be full of two-way action. There's going to be rips back. So I'm not seeing any shorts rushing to get out of their shorts. This is very much still a downward market. We given the fact that we have broken the one-time framing lower on the daily, because we're now trading above Friday's high in the overnight session, we've comprehensively broken that. Not comprehensively, 10 ticks, 10 points. Given the fact that we have broken that one-time frame, shorts are a little bit weaker. I would have liked for them to hold at least below 41, which was the trade I took last night before I went to sleep, and I lost a bit of money whilst I was sleeping. Anyway, it doesn't matter. I'm not bitter. Better not be bitter. Anyway, so I'm expecting to see this overnight high tested very early on in the session, given the fact that we are so close to it on the open. We are opening inside range. I expect an impulse up there, perhaps similar as we saw on Friday, and then sellers to take back control and start the auction back down. Basically, I am thinking that the rally on Friday was short covering, and we have just seen just a continuation of that short covering overnight, because overnight and Sunday traders are pajama traders and they don't know what they're doing. No, I'm joking, but they tend to be less strong than the institutions that take trades during the US Open during normal operating hours. So I'm expecting to see those guys push back on the open today and a test from 55, maybe even 41s if they're really super feeling it today. But that's what I'm expecting. Failing that, should we see an immediate drop from the open? So I'm expecting primary fan test 55s and then fall back. I don't want to see us trading above 55s, to be honest. I will start thinking, oh, do you know what? Shorts may have lost control of this auction. But as long as we're below that 55, I am happy to be short. And just going back to why 55s, look at this auction from Wednesday. We had a lot of poor structure, and we had this multi-distribution, and we've got this lower bit of distribution here at the bottom, and the high, the extreme of it is around the 55. We left this singles market, and that is just some information that we carried over, and that's why we wanted to sell it this morning. Anyway, so that is my primary trading idea. I am not really looking for longs. I am not convinced. I have seen this. I've seen short covering rallies that then get taken back a few times. I need to see that change. That's just a pattern that I'm seeing at the moment. So therefore, I'm not thinking long. I might be thinking scalping long, but I'm not thinking long-term longs. Now, all that can change on the open. I'm waiting for more information, and that is how I'm going to treat it. I haven't written down my plans like I normally do. I think I've done a lot over the weekend for you guys to follow. You should be making your own plans. My plans are my own, and it's maybe a good opportunity for you to make sure you have plans. I do have plans. I've written them down, but I just haven't had time to type them up. And what I'm not going to do anymore is I'm not going to get flustered. If I manage to get everything down, I will do it for you guys. But I am doing an awful lot at the moment, and I need to also spare some, cognitive space for me to actually trade. So yeah, I'm looking forward to this session. But I have two winners under my belt, two decent winners under my belt from this morning already. Short and long. I took the basically I was taking trades either side of balance. Go back on the video, you will find my balancing rules. Check them out. See if you can learn from them, but we've had a pretty quiet session, so I see no reason to be trying to trade breakouts. Trading breakouts during quiet sessions is suicide. So quiet sessions, I am looking for balance and trading outside in as opposed to inside out. Okay, so that's pretty much all I have for today's plan and debrief. I've done loads of it. I did it on Sunday, I did it this morning for a little quick EU session debrief. But yeah, basically the idea at the moment is we're in balance. I need to see change from that. There seems to be a bit of a short coloring rally, and yeah, and until I see some change out of that, I'm not taking any executive decisions. So good luck with the session. I will try to be on here live, but I'm also going to be live, but I'm going to try and have some peace and quiet for the open. Yeah, I really struggle to talk, type, stream, and trade at the same time, so I'm going to sort of have a little quiet time on the open, but I will be trying to type my thoughts on my live Evernote. So if you have access to my Evernote notes, they are live. They should be updating live. If they're not, tell me. There's a link down below, but I will be typing things down, but I just don't want to be doing too many things on the opens. It's just hard enough to be trying to pick out information that you can carry forward into making a trading decision and talking to you guys at the same time. So perhaps we can try something else in the future, but I need to get used to this. It's all part of the new process for me, and I'm very much looking forward to helping you with your trading and learning how to trade these fun markets. So anyway, good luck with everything, guys, and yeah, please look at my notes. Hopefully you can get something out of those. I will be doing some sessions going forward on footprint and order flow, because I think there's some things I can teach you there. But overall, good luck. And one last thing is I have no pressure to trade. I don't even care about trading today. Like I said, I've taken some decent trades. I don't want to spoil it with a messy open. I want to take good trades that have got good risk reward, good structure, and that I can justify taking the risk on. So I am not interested in trading anything unless it gives me good risk reward and it makes sense. And it's based on objective information I'm looking at that time, which I will try to convey on to you guys in real time. So these are my trading ideas. I don't expect you to follow them, but I expect you to learn from them if you can or want to. So anyway, all ideas are my own, and as any trading idea should be your own too. Okay, right, bye guys. I'm still here. How do you turn this off?